our first live YouTube lightsaber Q&A. Already. That's one drop. I will do one pull-up for every dropped saber by the end of the live. For you guys dropping sabers does not count. Yeah. Also, let me clean off the lens a little bit, or is that's the light here? Aha. That's a little better. But I heard lives on YouTube are doing a different thing now, where we're going vertical live and catching lives on shorts. So we're just gonna hang out here. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna try a quick short live and vibe out with you guys. So thanks for being here. If you guys got questions on how to spin a lightsaber or questions on lightsaber lore, 2 drop sabers. That's 2 pull-ups for the end of the stream. Seraphine was good, dude. June indeed. Duel. But yes, I will be in Boston in June for Fan Expo Boston. So I'm stoked. How you doing, Zai?
The princess.
Oops, I just changed my sound font. But what's good, guys? Darnak, long time no see. Thanks for keeping it live with the SWTOR chat, keeping me updated. I have not been able to play in like forever. So my mercenary or my bounty hunter is still like super low level. I think I'm level like 30 or so with my bounty hunter. But Zaya, thanks for always popping off and sending me those crazy random off the wall Instagram reels. You're appreciated. Yeah, let's do some get some lightsaber chat. What hilt is that? This is what I call the Sport Kanan. It is basically Kanan's lightsaber in everything but color, and it's missing a the control box. Instead of the control box, I opted for the charging port and button because it's easier to hold on to and easier to move around. Provides a little bit of hand protection. As you can see, my Suba is all dinged up and scratched up, as well as the emitter. It's because I duel with this saber quite often, and I'd rather them hit this than hit my hand. And that's what happens most of the time. It's one of my favorite sabers that we sell on legionsabers.com, and you can use code Luminous to get a discount on it. But yeah, it's my favorite lightsaber. This is my personal favorite lightsaber. Chilling, hyped to meet the homie in person, dude. I'm stoked. Started a 3D printing gig. It's fire. I make Pokemon. That's sick. Yeah, send me some pictures. That's dope. Also, I thought it could have been Kanan, but then it could have been a V3 Ezra or Shin. True story. The emitter, similar to Shin. Shin's got those nice little claws and that nice pale, like tan leather wrap. But it could also be very much been an Ezra V3. They have a very similar emitter. The V3 Ezra is actually super nice. I'm a fan of the Kanan, like Kanan saber is in my top 3. The Ezra V3 is like right next to it because it's basically the same saber. Shin Hati saber is actually also in my top 5. It's getting up there. I like Shin's. I like Balin's Skulls. I like Kanan's and Ezra's because they're basically the same. I like Qui-Gon saber. And those are the 4 that pop out to me right off the bat. Oh, and Cal Kestis' saber. The Jarwo T'Pol. Those are my top 5 right now. Give me some likes on the page, dude, if you guys don't mind. If you're here watching, hit the like button. Let YouTube know that I'm doing something right and that you guys are enjoying your time here. Form 2! I hate you so much, Darnak. I hate you and I love you. and you know exactly the button to push to make me want to make my lightsaber go red.
Color check. Color selected.
Oh, see, I'm not allowed to be bad.
Double agent.
If you guys got questions, I want to answer them. Let's talk about Star Wars, lightsabers. You guys want to share stories with me about Star Warsy or gaming things you've done lately? I was at Fan Expo Cleveland all weekend long, and I love the Sailor Moon font on my NeoPixel. Yes, sir. That one's actually kind of fun. Let's see.
The Princess.
Nope.
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
What saber did you end up getting,
Dark Lord
Zaya?
Order. The Master. The Third Hunter. The Sun.
So many fonts.
The Dark Empress.
No.
The Protector.
Come on. Oh, you got the Darth Maul, didn't you?
Wanderer. The Knight. The Assassin.
Come on.
The Dark Sword.
Cheese and rice. Here we go.
New
Well, there's an easy
Horizon.
way to prevent color changing blades. Don't use a kyber. Use either an Atigan or a synth crystal.
The Chosen.
I forgot Atigan crystals were a thing.
Truly
A
Lost.
Deegan? Atigan? A Degan? Atigan. Do I not have Moonfield on here? Oh, you got Vaders? I didn't know you got Vaders. I know you. I remember you. I remember you getting Mauls. I guess I don't have Moonfield on here. I must have taken it off.
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
Yeah.
The Dark Lord
Did I watch
Order.
Godzilla and Kong? No, I haven't seen it yet. It's one I've been meaning to watch, but I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
The Third Hunter.
Yeah, I don't have Moonfield on here.
The Sun. The Dark Empress.
That's crazy.
The Protector.
Yep.
Wanderer. The Knight. The Assassin.
Legends Crystal lore is best. I do enjoy Legends Crystal lore.
The Dark Sword.
I have not been brushed up on it in quite a long time, though.
New Horizon.
Yeah, I can't believe I don't have it.
The Chosen.
Yeah.
Truly Lost.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Double Agent. The Princess. Color change. Color selected.
Darnak and Zaya, if you don't mind hitting like on the live, I'd really appreciate it. Dude, the Umbrella Saber is sick. There's a couple people out there that make one. It's a very rare build, though. J'aime so. Drop the L. Never dropped an L. Does it kill? Oh, drop the like. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know what you mean. Never mind. Yeah, I know. I got it afterwards. Shien, Sarisu, Niman, Ataru, Joyo, because Rabad is Jedi style. Lol. Rabad isn't necessarily a Jedi style. It's just a variation on Juyo. One being using your emotions to fuel your power, the other using their emotions to fuel your power. When it's really just mindset. Juyo Xian is just a mindset game. Whether your energy is focused on the fight or you're influencing your behavior to make your enemy fight dumb. It's sort of like in boxing when someone gets hit wrong and they get upset and they start throwing wild punches. You as a fighter get to take advantage of that because they've lost control and are no longer boxing or fighting with any control and technique. You get to just be like, bat, bat. I mean, I'm just saying. That's the true power of Juyo Xian. Yeah, wonder if there's a way to like. They haven't figured it out yet. Okay. Shicho, and last but not least, Makashi. Alls, with your forms combined, I am a Jedi Master. Yeah. This one's a pain in the butt to overhead palm spin because where the balance is. I was like, yeah, I'll do an overhead palm because I'm basically spinning it here. And that's sketchy. It's so hard to spin on the palm down here because of the way it's balanced. We need a Force Unleashed 3. I think we need... Star Killer's time is over. We need an updated, crazy hard, like, because that's what Survivor and Fallen Order tried to be. And I think they did all right. Like, I really enjoyed Survivor and Fallen Order, don't get me wrong. But I think it lacked that, like, they tried to get, like, Cal getting mad, but I don't really feel like Cal ever really got mad. Like, they tried to show Cal struggling with his anger in Survivor, but I never really felt like he was ever going to go dark. And with Star Killer, like, there was always, like, you had light side, dark side options sometimes, but you always knew, like, I don't know. It felt different. I think the open worldness of Jedi, Fallen Order and Survivor, you don't really get that same storytelling that, like, Force Unleashed 1 and 2 had. I feel like there was a very clear path in the story, and you can kind of get mucked up with all of the open worldedness of games like Survivor. Fallen Order, not so much, but Survivor. I definitely think we need more stories being told in Star Wars games. I'm still looking forward to Star Wars Outlaws. I'm interested to see how they're going to do their season passes with extra missions and stories. Like, will they stop me from investing in other games for a little while? Who knows? Will it be enough of a draw? Like, if Fallen Order and Survivor had season passes for stories and I got new maps and new quests and new adventures, would I have bought them? Probably. I'm a Star Wars nut. But would I don't know if I'm going to like Outlaws enough to want to invest in that game. I'm going to buy the game, but I don't know if I'm going to want to keep the story going. And if I do, will I just be an Outlaws content creator for a while as far as Star Wars gaming goes? I want new Star Wars games. I want to, like, be able to play Star Wars games, but I don't want to have to be playing catch up in regards to what we're doing as content creators or as fans. Somehow, but actually explained in the story, Tenebrae returns. We finally see Tenebrae return? Lol. That's funny. I'm actually so behind as far as, like, SWTOR lore goes. Like, I haven't even got to the point where I'm, like, dealing with Vicious and the Eternal Empire. I'm still in, like, main story mode. I'm waiting for Spider-Man 2 DLC. Are they actually going to do Spider-Man 2 DLC? I didn't think they were gonna. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Outlaws looks okay to me. Yeah, Outlaws looks good. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how it goes. But I didn't know they were actually doing DLC for Spider-Man 2. I thought they talked about it, but then they said they were going to not. And I'm almost interested in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but Space Marine 2 takes precedence for me. And I'm not allowed to buy video games until Outlaws and Space Marine 2 comes out. I'm done buying video games. Because I've got I still got to beat Baldur's Gate 3, and I've put 300 hours into that game, and I still haven't beat it. I played 3 campaigns. I started a campaign with my buddy, with Meaty Yogurt, still haven't gone through that. Beetle, Carnage, and Spider-Verse? Oh, that's sick. I didn't know they were actually going to go that deep. I hope they're longer and better than the DLCs for Spider-Man 1. Because those DLCs were super fun. The mission chains were active. They were super engaging. I was excited to get through them, but they were too short. The Dark Council is greater than the Brotherhood of Darkness. Oh, no. Nerd. What's up, Alec? Welcome in, dude. I decided to try a live on the YouTube verticals because I heard it gets pushed on shorts, but I thought it would be fun to get in here and give this a try. A nerd where? Oh, at least 1 minute of... Oh, you can do highlights and stuff? That's cool. I've never done a vertical live on... Wait! Did they confirm an X-Men game in 2027? I'll be buying that. There is 0 questions. You're in trouble, young man. You didn't tell me when you landed, nerd. I didn't tell anybody, really. I just landed and, relaxed and went to bed. Marvel Rivals looks alright. Marvel Rivals is what Star Wars Hunters was supposed to be, but never actually happened. And I'm so jaded by Marvel Avengers that I'm scared to buy another Marvel property, group game. Because it is just Marvel's Overwatch. But and that's what Star Wars Hunters was supposed to be. And so I was like, dude, I love you too, Alec. Thanks, man.
Truly lost.
But I was like, do I want to I'm getting back into Overwatch right now, so maybe I'll get into it. It looks fun. I saw Hulk and I saw a few of the builds in gaming and some of the things, so I might get into it just because. But we'll see. I got to see what their content plan is because I've just been wanting to get into games and really find a game I can play. And I just feel like I haven't found one lately besides Baldur's Gate and Helldivers. The Acolyte, your thoughts? I have a lot of thoughts on Acolyte. Most of them revolve around my excitement for the show, Fu type energy that they gave us. And I'm super excited for that. Hardcore excited for that portion of what the Acolyte's gonna be. This is the first time they've seen a Sith or the Sith or the dark side has been talked about in this way in regards to a dark side force user in 900 years or something crazy. It's been a millennia since they've heard anything about anything in the Star Wars universe in regards to the Acolyte and the High Republic characters. I'm interested to see Vernestra Rowe going off in the show because she's one of my favorite High Republic characters, and I'm also interested to see how they incorporate her Force Whip because it's actually, or her lightsaber whip, because it's actually canon that lightsaber whips exist. However, on that note, lightsaber whips never actually existed in Star Wars. Light whip was just a reference to the energy whip that dark side user that Luke fought against actually had. Because if you look back at the comics, she holds her whip all rolled up in like you would normally hold a whip before you whoosh with it. And bruh, how do you hold a laser whip? You don't. It's an energy whip. It like charged with lightning and then whoosh. I am very excited for the Acolytes lore. Like, I'm very excited to see what they do with it and how they add to the dark side and how they add to the Sith, or if there is actually no Sith and this is someone who's trying to make their self known to the Sith. I don't know. Saber whip me daddy. Lol. It would be mommy in this case. Fixing the iPad. What did I miss? I missed something here. Bro, you, me, Meaty, and the homie Trav would steamroll kids. Oh yeah. If I can get Meaty and Forrest into the Marvel Rivals game, that'd be kind of sick. I'd play if I had y'all in there. Githany had a light whip, Bane era Brotherhood of Darkness Sith. Yeah, but they never described it in the same way. I think she also had an energy whip, because that exists. We see that in not just in lore, but we see the energy whip used by the slavers in the Clone Wars. They use an energy whip. But I don't know if they actually used a lightsaber whip. They described it as a light whip, but also light whip was described as a light whip in the comics back in the 70s. But it wasn't actually a light whip. It was an energy whip. Because you could hold it, charge it with energy, and then whack people. Tell Young Cal I miss and love him. Dude, I will. No, for sure. We were supposed to have D&D this week, but it got canceled because the place we do it at, which is their family business, has an event that night. So their paying events trumps our D&D game or something silly. But I'm happy you guys are here. Thanks so much for being here. For those that aren't my lovely friends Zaya and Darnak and Alec, feel free to click any of the donation links you find on PayPal. You want to support by becoming a member, please do so. You can be like Alec and force me to do weird, crazy challenges, like get wedgied and stuff. And all sorts of things. So yeah. Sorry, my Suba came loose. But yeah, support your local Jedi temple, because I'm going to have to get a regular job soon. And I'm not excited about it. Yeah. What else you got? Githany slashed a guy's throat with the whip. You can do that with a regular whip, though. Like, you can cut somebody's throat open with a regular whip if you hit them right. Like, whips are nasty, dude. Like, you can literally tear someone's balls off with a whip through their clothing. Like, whips are a dangerous weapon, man. So an energy whip, even so, could do the same. Real jobs suck? Well, yeah, they do. I'd rather be a traveling lightsaber salesman / lightsaber coach. Full time. Whew! Almost dropped it again. We've already got 2 pull-ups coming after this live. Which I then have to go to the gym and teach classes at. You have Path of Destruction for me? Let's see. Dude, yeah. Do it. See if you can find it. Or just Google references about the light whip, because I'm sure you could do that too. Because do they describe it as a beam of energy coming from a lightsaber hilt? Because that's how they describe Vernestra's. She turns on her lightsaber just like this. She clicks her emitter, and then the beam of energy basically goes limp. And then she starts swinging it around her head, and she starts like chopping off branches like she's going through the jungle. What she needed to make it whip form for, I don't know, but that's how they described it. Either way, Lithany having an actual lightsaber whip would be a good Legends reference, and they are then bringing back the lightsaber whip or the light whip in a way that actually makes sense with Vernestra. But the comics version was an energy whip called a light whip and not actually a lightsaber weapon or a light weapon like the lightsaber. Unless she had gloves where she can grab the laser whip with, which I don't think she did. One day I'll have to go back and read it, but I don't think so. Because it caused Luke to have to create a new lightsaber weapon, which was called the Shoto lightsaber, which is basically just a smaller lightsaber. And why that was the answer to beating a whip, I'll never know. But, meh. Luke got his butt kicked by the light whip. And he got hit with it like a lot, and all it did was electrocute him and didn't chop him to pieces. So that's also how I know it wasn't a lightsaber-based weapon. Also, the Brotherhood of Darkness got beat by one Sith and his apprentice. So they can eat it. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I'm glad I got to see you all. I might make coming live onto YouTube a more regular thing. But I wanted to get on the algorithm, see what they're thinking about lightsaber lives in vertical format. And hopefully you all got the notification from YouTube rather than did Lumia's whip burn because Githany's did when it slashed the guy? I don't remember. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look, and I cannot do that at the moment. I just know that in the comics, he got beat up by it and electrocuted and stuff, essentially, and got his butt kicked. Luke got whooped. Copy paste the text from the book to their phone, bro. Just be like, bloop, and then put it on the phone. Do we not have that technology yet? Where you can just be like, from the book to my phone, to your device?
The Chosen. New Horizon. The Dark Sword. The Assassin. The Knight. Unstable. Rainbow Blade.
Ooh. Rainbow. All right, so based on, but electricity leaves burn marks. So like, did they describe it as cauterizing the wound or, shut up. Is it described as cauterizing the wound or leaving a burn mark? Because if it left a burn mark, then it was just electricity. Because I've been electrocuted and it leaves a scorch mark. So I still challenge that writing. Like, I think they were just using Lumia's concept of what a light whip was in the comics. Like slashing someone's throat with a whip is definitely a possibility. Like you can do that. And if like energy goes through that, it can burn and leave a burn mark, because lightning needs, once it hits something, it needs an exit point. So it could gash. But if it was like, I don't know, I'd have to see the actual description. But I don't want to say no. Like I am more interested in Githines than Lumiez. Because Lumiez, I don't believe, was an actual light whip, as in lightsaber based whip. Excuse me. I was stoked to be able to teach the Obi Annie to people at Fan Expo. I was stoked to teach them the reverse Obi Annie at Fan Expo. I'm back, nerd. What up, dude? I had to back up the iPad because it's out of date, and I need to get a new one. Cry. Mine's old too. Changing whips excite me. I have change right here. Something I might be bad, but I might be good at it, or some other such thing. Sounds off on this today.
Candy blade. Cracked blade. Pulse. Flash blade. Fire blade. Steady. Wanderer.
How you doing, Alec? How's your day been? Darnak. It's described as a second scream would have followed, but she gashed open his throat, the burning tip of her weapon searing his vocal cords. I appreciate you typing all that out, Darnak. That sounds more like a lightsaber than Lumia's did. You ready to drink shots of Everclear? I was told you do 17 shots of Everclear shots. No? I don't drink liquor that way. So that was definitely a lie. I don't know who told you that. Plus, your boy don't have money for Everclear. Nor would he subject himself to drinking 17 shots of it, because it's not good. And I only drink things I think taste good. Like stouts. I like the taste of a good coffee stout. And ciders. I like really good ciders. And ambers. I'm a very big fan of amber beer. Reds. I did my short film. It was something good, something bad. But you got that good genes. Only Everclear affects you, lol. Be right back. No worries, dude. Do the thing. Friends going live on Twitch. Playing Demon Hunter in World of Warcraft for the first time. If you like World of Warcraft, go check out Nelstar. He's probably live on YouTube, too. Knowing that guy. He double dips. But I'm glad you guys are here. Welcome in. Found something of worth. It operates on the same basic principle as lightsaber, but instead of a steady beam, the energy crystals was projected into a flexible ribbon. Aha! Where did you find that at? Tell me more, Darnak, because that definitely sounds like Githines was a lightsaber whip rather than a energy whip that the light whip from Lumia's was. Which gives more basis for the reality of it, or it being a reality in the Acolyte and the High Republic, which is exciting. Was this in like a wiki or something? Or was this actually described in the book? That's sick. If it's in Path of Destruction, that's dope. Because that's a better representation of the light whip. Same book, however, Githines was called an energy whip. Yeah, that's crazy. Huh. I'm gonna have to look that up. Now I want to look that up. Because that's more of a light whip than freaking Lumia's energy whip. Because it's literally like look up the frames of the comic. Because it bugs me. It bugs me real bad. Like being a weapons guy, being somebody who slings sticks and swords at people all the time. Like seeing, and who really likes lightsabers? Seeing lightsabers misrepresented that way, and people getting mad about it, makes me sad. Paper book, mwahaha. I actually only ever listened to the audiobooks of the Bane trilogy. I'm back, sweet cheeks. Welcome back, dude. And thank you for sharing all that information with me, Darnak. I appreciate you going through the work to do that. Because there's no actual like text description for Lumia's whip. Not really. It's just the pictures we get, right? Because it's a comic book. We get more of a description from the novel Path of Destruction in the Bane trilogy than we do in the comic book. Like, it's not like Luke's sitting down, man, this lightsaber whip is difficult to beat. It's like a lightsaber, but it has range, and I can't get around it. I don't know what to do. I know. I'll build a mini lightsaber and hold it in my other hand. That's the way. Why didn't you just build another full-size lightsaber? Freaking Luke. Imagine being the main character. So, had the book near me, so it'd be no problem. So when can we see content of you fighting with light whip? Bruh. Whips are scary, man. Whips are real scary. If somebody gets one of those plastic ones, I'll put some armor on and fight them with it. I think they're trying to make it an exotic weapon within the Saber Legion at one point. But I don't think the nerds realize just how dangerous whips were. Especially in the hands of someone who's not trained to use them. Like, the amount of danger involved in using a whip in martial combat against other people is scary. Indeed. All right, guys. I'm going to call it here. I just want to hang out with you guys for like 40, 45 minutes. Check out the beginnings of maybe doing more lives here on YouTube. Is this something you are interested in? Please find a way to let me know. Leave likes, leave comments. Come hang out with me. I would love to just sit here and talk more lightsaber, light whip, and other mad lore with you. We're talking about games, talking about Star Wars, talking about Marvel. This is the place to do it. here on the Jedi Ninjas channel. Thank you for being here. But this was a quick one. Stay out of trouble. Make good choices. And may the Force be with you. Darnak, Alec, Zaya, and everybody else who popped through. Thank you for visiting. And I'll see you guys. I believe Luke had the idea to use a shoto akin to a rapier dagger scenario, the dagger for defense. Well, I would assume the same, but also against a whip. But yeah. I assume that was the same idea, was to like bind up the whip with the shoto and then attack with the other hand. But I don't know. I just work here, man. There are other things he could have used, like a light pike. A light pike would have been great. It's the most powerful lightsaber-based weapon out there. Anyways, I'm out. Stay out of trouble. Make good choices. And may the Force be with you. I actually don't know how to end lives here. Maybe we just hit the X. I don't know. Hey, Luke has main characters. Dude, no doubt. Anytime. Anyways, see ya. I'm out.